Welcome to Western Civ 2 or History 102. This is a tutorial to help you best navigate Blackboard's course for this semester. Whenever you are having any difficulties finding something, I want you to defer to this video to see where everything is that you're going to need for this semester. Of course, once this video is completed, it's going to be in the Begin course here. The next link I want to talk about is right below that is the syllabus. This is where you're going to find the syllabus for this class. You can print that out for your own records. The textbook is 100% required for this course. The textbook is Western Civilization, Their History and Their Culture, Brief 4th edition, Volume 2. You absolutely need this book. This is a 100% online course, so you're going to need the book to do the readings that is required to take the quizzes and the exams for this class. So make sure that you are getting that textbook before next week, because the first assignment is going to be due January 20th by 11:59 p.m. That's going to be Chapter 15 Review Quiz. At any time that I want to let the class know any information, I will post it under announcements. That's also where you find the welcome that I sent to you. When I post announcements, these will automatically go to your Gadsden State email. So you'll find them here and in your email. One of the things that you need to do, if you haven't done that already, is get to know your Gadsden State email. Whenever your professors contact you, it will always be only through your Gadsden State email. We will not do any other private email addresses. So you need to really get to familiarize yourself with that. Again, the textbook that you are going to need is here in announcements as well. All of the materials that you're going to need for the quizzes for this class are going to be found under course material. The inquisitive is something that we used to do, but we no longer make it mandatory. But it is a great resource if you want to download the code, or if you bought the textbook with the code, you can go into inquisitive through here to set up your account. And like I said, it is a great resource, but I do not make that mandatory anymore. There is an ebook option, but you have to have the textbook for the reference number to make sure that you are able to use the ebook. And we are going to cover chapters 15 through 29 in your textbook. And like I said, all of your review quizzes are going to be within each link. You'll click on the link, and in this link, there are some very great resources for you to use while you're reading. You'll have an outline for each chapter. There's also flashcards that you could use to print out and use those to study for the exams. There are maps and worksheets that you can use. Author videos. The very last thing is the review quiz. You can click on the review quiz, and these are due. Review quizzes are due on Saturdays. Your exams are going to be due on Sundays. I kind of like to keep those two separate. Again, you can do those at any time that you want. All of your review quizzes are available to you right now, as long as are your exams and your discussions. Everything is open to you now. They all have due dates. I do not take anything late because you do have days, weeks, months in advance to get all of this work done. There is no excuse not to have things done on time. One of the biggest mistakes that I find students do, that they wait until the last minute to do an assignment. Their computer crashes or something, and when they get it back on, it's too late. Don't wait until the last day to take these quizzes, exams, or complete the online discussions. Doing so could not get you to turn that in, because once the due date has expired, they will not be made available to you. So make sure that you're getting these done on time or before time. When you click on the review quizzes, you'll click to launch. and you have 30 minutes for each one of the review quizzes. That's more than enough time that you need. And I am going to just show you. You're going to click on Begin. And it again will tell you that you have 29 minutes and then your second. You will have one question to appear at a time, and then you'll click your answer. I'm just going to randomly just choose anything, and yes, that is your first question for your quiz. And over here it will tell you it's worth 1 point and that it has saved it. And then when you are finished, now make sure that when you know that that is the correct answer that you want, or the answer that you want to give, you click next, because once you click next, you cannot come back to this question. So just know that once you have finished with a question and went on to the next, you cannot go back to it. And if you do just what I did, the exam or the quiz will submit, and you will only be credited with that one answer. So don't do that. I'm just doing this to show you guys what how to do this and where everything is. Now, again, like I said, every one of these is going to be in the link course material. Each quiz and its own resources are going to be within each file. And again, each one of those has its own due date. Discussion board. There are 5 discussion boards. The first one is your attendance verification. We need this for financial aid and also to verify that you guys are in the class. It's because it's an online class, I can't take a visual online attendance. So we have to come up with a way to make sure that we can take attendance for students, and this is the way we're going to do it. So as you can see, many of you have already done it, and that is due by the 13th, which is this Saturday, by 11:59 p.m. And then discussion 2 will cover chapter 15. Discussion 30 will cover chapter 18, and so on. Those have all their own due dates as well, so make sure that you're getting those done in time as well. The next link is exams. There are 4 exams for this class. There is no comprehensive exam. Excuse me, I can't talk today apparently. Each one of these exams tells you what chapters that they cover in your textbook. The first one, for example, is 15, 16, and 17 in your textbook. This is 50 questions. Once started, it must be completed. And again, just like the quizzes, they'll come up one at a time. And before you move on, make sure that you have answered it the way you choose, because you cannot go back. There's no backtracking. Each question is going to be worth 2 points for a total of 100 points for each exam. Each exam and test has its own due date, and you can go to the next one for assignment due dates. And here is a list of everything that you're going to be doing this semester and their due dates. And as you see, all assignments are due by 11:59 on their due date. And again, I cannot stress enough that I do not take late work. Once an assignment has turned off, it will not be turned back on. You have plenty of time to get this done. And like I said, students who do well in this class will get their stuff done well in advance. There is an assignment due spring break, and so if you know that you're going to be out of town for that week, you need to get that done before you leave, because it will still be due on that date. So you just use this as a reference guide of when everything is going to be due. The next link is where you can go to see your grades. Once things are graded, usually, well, with the quizzes and the exams, once you complete those, the grades will automatically go into the grade book, so you will see here where your progress is. Instructor information. The best way to get a hold of me is through my email, bcook@gadsdenstate.edu. Please email me with any questions or concerns that you may have. but please know that I check my email daily. And if you send me an email after I've already checked it, I may not get that email till the next day. So give me at least 24 hours to respond. If you ever have any problems with your Blackboard, unfortunately, I cannot help you with that, but there are several links over here where you can click on to get help. There's Blackboard help, technology help, course tools. All of these things are great resources for you to have. And again, if you ever need anything, please, please, please email me and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And that's about it. I think I have covered everything. Good luck, and I hope that we have a great semester.